this is just a quick or short video to run through how I approach the final fight in Badlands Crew because I've seen a few people struggle with it and it's quite a smooth fight depending on how you approach it. And I figured it'd be nice to have a video I can just give to people that might help. So I'm going to run through it. I'm going to hit the slow-mo time whenever I want to explain something because I don't otherwise use it. And maybe this will help. It's using my current vehicle, which is a lot more powerful than the one I had when I completed it. Uh, but that makes it easier to record the video. And then I'll run through the fight without any pauses with a reduced quality vehicle to show the difference afterwards. This is me quickly adding in by the magic of editing that that was the plan, but it kind of fell apart because I, for some reason, had the audio settings wrong and there's no game sound. It sounded a bit weird if I just added in a second video with actual game audio in it. So I'm just going to run with this, put some music in the background, and hopefully it'll still help. But if you're wondering why you can't hear any guns or anything like that, that's what's happened. So let's start. It's always a good start when you don't have the right audio settings. So, when we start the mission, we're just going to zoom straight up to the boss. If you look at the map, there's a shortcut you can open up here. Getting that is kind of meaningless at this point in the game, but at the same time, if you're coming back to this fight, it just speeds the whole thing up much quicker to get up that hill. If we run into any AI patrols or vehicles, we're just going to zoom through them. Okay, so the way this fight works, there's going to be a ton of vehicles that drop on you to start with. We're just going to fly through those, and we're going to shoot them with waste mode by double tapping space. We're not going to target anything, we're just going to get as many waste shots out as possible. We're going to hit the fast recharge of waste on the drummer, and this means our waste shots should be recharged for the first person we use by the time we finish the last gunner. And this pacing works out about right when you have 4 gunners. Any more than that's overkill. By the time you get to the end of the line, half the line will have already been recharged. We're also going to pop the damage boost, and the goal is just to clear out as many enemies as quickly as possible without hitting too many abilities other than waste and the drums. So we're going to move towards them. We're going to spot all of these vehicles just because it's useful to keep track of them sometimes, although quite rarely. As you can see, they're parachuting it. So we're going to wait till some of them hit the ground. We're going to move towards them, and now we're going to jump to the drummer. And the drummer has 3 useful abilities here. We have the drum boost, which you probably won't need if you've got a nice compact wagon. We have the waste recharge rate and the stun, and we're going to hit all of these, and they're going to be what's going to let us charge through this section. So we hit all those, and now we're just going to cycle waste modes by double tapping space. And by the time we got to the end, the first one's almost recharged. And then we're going to hit the damage boost as well. We're going to hit damage boost on everyone. Don't worry if you're not completely in sequence. If you're tapping the keyboard controls, you'll often fat finger them. Well, I do anyway. And now we're just zooming around. You also have the driver abilities that are sometimes worth using. I tend to forget about them. And the goal here is just clear out this section of vehicles as quickly as possible with as little used as possible. We only really want to go through one burst of damage boosts. Occasionally there'll be a random vehicle driving off somewhere on the map, either here or out here, and you'll have to go chase them down. It's a little annoying because you can't turbo mode the time skip up here, so you have a short wait as you try and boost to find them. Okay, so now he's going to turn into a giant walking robot, and this robot has these 4 legs that you have to target. But what you're targeting on the legs is not the legs themselves, it's an engine hidden on each side of the leg. There's multiple faces on each leg, and each face has a shield, an engine behind a shield, and 2 gunners. And the important thing here is you're wanting to use your waist to specifically target the shield and the engine, because otherwise your gunners will start to target the gunners on the side of the engines, on the legs. So we use waist here. See how it's gunner, engine. So you target the engine, and you'll have this happen a lot where the leg pops up, and you see how they smash the armor off, but as soon as the armor's off, they go for the gunners. So what we do is we go through the same sequence again. Damage boost, waist, but target the engine specifically with the waist. Damage boost, waist, target the... Oh, I hit the gunner there, that's incompetence on my part. Damage boost, waist, engine. As you can see, we've still got these flying around, and they're going to start dropping bombs and more vehicles. As soon as the vehicles come in, we can call in reinforcements. And the final trick is this stun boost works on the gunners around the legs, which lets you drive in quite close without getting shot. So, as you can see there, the gunner is targeting their gunner by choice. We go around to the side of this leg. There's no gunners, so we can target the engine. And here are the vehicles. So now we've popped reinforcements. Might as well put an XP boost on, not that I'm using it. And then same process. Wait for the leg to come down. Put drums now. Wait for the drums to recharge so we can use abilities. Or we kill it, either works. And again, waist on the engine. On the engine. And it chunks the damage on that leg. As you see, that burst there went straight for both of the gunners. Waist, engine. Engine. And this is all you do. It's just make sure your waist mode is targeting that engine rather than the gunners. If you're still a little unsure where these legs are, you'll always be able to tell if you've cleared out that side because this little cavity will be empty. If the engine's there, it'll either be a solid wall or a shiny object in it. And now all you're left with is just this constant cycling around trying to catch these legs when they're not popping up in the air. Occasionally it will do this mega jump attack. This is probably the one area you're likely to get killed or hurt, and at that point you just gotta run. Otherwise this happens. At this point, what you want to do is focus purely on keeping your weapons up. Don't worry about your fuel or your water because you're not really going to use too much of it. If you have a good good drummer, you should be able to group heal as well, which will help you out tremendously. And don't forget your middle mouse button is your hotkey to move spaces quite easily. So now the engine is in sight, we've smashed the engine, and there we are, mission complete. The fight really is just about targeting that engine. Just get the waste mode in and target the specific component. As long as you can do that, it's relatively straightforward. And that's it. That's all there is to it. If you were struggling with that fight, hopefully this helps. Obviously this was done with a much better crew and vehicle, but even with the without the legendary guns and the higher rated crew, you can still pretty much effectively do it this way. If you're looking for what to upgrade, I would focus on getting your drummer as high as possible first and foremost. The skills the drummer has really help. I didn't even have an advanced drums there. It was just the first green tier drum kit. It it's not just the waste recharge and the stun. The group heal and the rain are really useful for cutting down on micromanagement. Other than that, gunnery skills as high as possible are an obvious one. Health is an obvious one, and focusing on getting your driver's abilities up is pretty useful too because it allows the nitro turbocharger to be used more often. And that's it. Hopefully it helps.